Welcome to the Workflows video in our FlexDeploy learning series. Workflows are user-defined orchestrations which are executed when you perform a build or deployment. Today we will be looking at the Deploy Adf workflow. Notice that under the workflow type, it is selected as a deploy workflow so that FlexDeploy knows its purpose. The other types include build, test definition, and other. The test definition workflow type is an advanced feature for building customized test processes and will not be covered in this video. The other workflow type is used for child workflows that contain execution steps which are commonly used and can therefore be created once and reused to avoid redundancy. When creating a workflow, you must enter the required information on the main tab and click Save to enable the definition tab. Since Deploy ADF was pre-configured, this tab is already active. So let's click on it and take a look at its definition. The Definition tab contains a simple-to-use drag-and-drop workflow editor for creating build, deploy, and test workflows. On the top right, you can see the general workflow operations, which provide typical programming semantics required within any workflow editor. On the bottom right are the out-of-the-box plugins provided by FlexDeploy. They implement build, deploy, and test operations for a diverse set of technologies. Workflows often utilize user-defined inputs, which we can take a look at by clicking the Inputs button. These inputs allow configuration of properties to be supplied by the user at request time. They can then be used within the workflow, like how this input allows the user to decide if they want to restart the server after they deploy a new ear. FlexDeploy also allows for the use of workflow variables, which are locally scoped to hold temporary data elements within the workflow. If we take a look inside the Deploy Ear plugin operation, we can see just how simple it is to use these given plugin operations. There are a few extra features allowed for this operation, but are not required, demonstrating just how simple it is to implement. Some plugins also contain inputs, which are specific to the plugin operation and expose customization features. Workflow modifications are versioned, so we must activate this version to make it available at execution time. When you perform a build or deployment, these are the steps you can see inside the execution logs. FlexDeploy makes it easy to implement customized build and deployment processes using a rich graphical editor and a vast array of out-of-the-box plugins. Check out our complete set of videos in this FlexDeploy learning series.